2023 at 6 p.m. And I'd like to bring the meeting of the Douglas Board of Health to order. We have first on the agenda, we have tobacco violation hearing. And those of interest,
I'll come up if that's all right.
that's quite all right, yes.
My name is Ray Whitehead. I own and operate Family Convenience Center at 63 Main Street. I've had it I'm in my 21st year now. I can't believe it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Sam Skoronsky is my manager. He's been there 15 years.
Oh, wow.
A little tidbit, in the 42 years that that store has existed, there have been two managers, Helen Valier and Sam, in all those years. I mean,
Right,
it's
right.
just unbelievable.
Well, like I said, you do run a good operation. We understand that. We understand that.
I'm here to address, on December 22nd, we sold a tobacco product to an underage person, and I apologize to the town, to this board. I'm embarrassed, I'm upset. It's not from management's not caring, and I'm going to say it's not from a lack of training. Our people have been trained. As a matter of fact, 1 month to the day before this event, we had a training at my house with an outside party that went through all the how to ID people, how to looking for the wrinkles in the eyes, everything that we've been, well, Sam and I have been taught for years and years and years, and we just did that. And I want to say it was just a mistake, but obviously it was carelessness, and everybody has been retrained by Sam. Everybody has been retrained by me, and I will say I had intended for the individual who sold to come here, and I had intended to tell you what a great employee he was, and he just made a mistake. But we changed a few rules as a result of this to have them pay more attention, and he blatantly disregarded those rules to a degree that we decided that he needed to be terminated. And to be clear, it wasn't because of this event. I would retrain somebody, and I would not automatically terminate somebody for making a mistake. But it makes me wonder now for the other thing that happened, unrelated to tobacco or alcohol, that maybe it wasn't just a mistake, maybe it was just pure, he didn't care. I'm not sure. But either way, again, I'm sorry.
Well, we understand, like I say, mistakes do happen. You certainly went ahead and made the point and to try and prevent that from happening again, which is good. We appreciate that very much.
I am at the mercy of my employees, and I can train them and,
Of course.
But we can't sit with them all day, all night, every shift. But, we will try to be very vigilant in the future. I guess my request is there's confusion on the penalty, and it's my belief that the state guidelines, my belief that there's a $1,000 penalty for first offense. And I ask that you limit my penalty to that and not make me not serve customers for 3 days tobacco products. I don't believe that's in the state guidelines. I don't think it's in the Douglas guidelines, and I would appreciate that.
I mean, I believe, and I speak for the board here, I believe that over your 21 years of service here to the town, we've had no violations.
Actually, Tobacco Control Alliance. I just wanted to identify myself so that after the gentleman is done speaking.
Oh, absolutely.
I can have that.
Absolutely, yes. But, we have a good feeling about, hopefully, we can come to an agreement here tonight that will be suitable for all parties. Okay? Is there anything else you'd like to say, Ray?
No, just, again, I'm sorry.
Okay, we understand.
Okay,
Thank you, Ray.
thank you.
Okay, sir? you-
Hi, Ricardo, Sundell, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Not to besmirch
Thank you for
the,
coming, by the way.
oh, no worries. Not to besmirch the gentleman's reputation at all, but I would like to point out the fact that sales to minors on FDA inspections were made as recently as July 26th of 2012, September 29th of 2016, and May 16th of 2017. So there have been some youth sales, not necessarily the recent past,
Uh-huh.
but in the past. With that being said, as I believe you're all aware, I do actually need these notes.
Can I look at it?
Oh, absolutely, yep. I'm gonna need that in 2 seconds. On December 22nd, a compliance check was conducted at Family Convenience, 63 Main Street, Douglas, Mass. And one of the store clerks did sell to a youth. Thank you. What tobacco control is, well, does anybody have any questions, I guess, before we give
Well,
our...
if you,
I have one quick one.
Sure.
Just about this. This current thing that we're talking about is his first offense that he was cited for.
Okay.
Then how do we know why wasn't he cited for that one, or that one?
Well, he would have been cited in the past, but the most recent, prior to the December 22nd, was May 16th, 2000.
But he wasn't cited for that? He didn't pay a $1,000 fine?
No, the new penalties, I guess, are fairly new that the state has adopted, so those penalties were not in place when these violations occurred.
So in 2017, there was no penalty for doing that?
There would have been penalties, but I don't know what the penalties were. In addition to that, it was the FDA, it was the Food and Drug Administration inspection, it wasn't the Tobacco Control Alliance, so they have their own...
Was it
set
the
of-
same sort of sting where you send in a minor and
Yep.
minor purchases?
These three were sales to minors.
Wait a minute, excuse me. You're saying my store had 3 violations?
Had 3 sales to minors through FDA inspections in 2012,
I'm not aware of those.
2016, 2017.
Would this board have been aware of those?
Would the store have been aware?
Would the Board of Health have been aware of those?
The board should have been made aware of those.
we have no
For the
record of
FDA.
that.
Are we sure we're talking about the same convenience store? Douglas Mills? I mean, it says that right here.
Yeah, family
But that
convenience.
seems strange that the FDA wouldn't report that to us
Um,
in some way, shape, or form.
It's the first we're hearing of it as well.
Okay,
It's okay, we can continue with that.
okay,
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, though, those seem to be like null and void if we never heard about them.
okay.
But it's fine, we can
Okay.
continue.
Also,
Sure.
what were the years on it? It was like 2012, that was a decade ago.
2012, 2016, and 2017.
Yeah, strange that the FDA wouldn't report it,
Yeah,
but I don't know. Maybe there's a glitch somewhere, but okay,
Okay.
let's continue.
okay. So questions for me? Before,
Do you have more to add?
we have, the Tobacco Control Alliance has a recommendation, but I want to see if the board had any questions for us prior to giving our recommendation.
I would like to hear the
Okay, so yeah, what is your
Okay,
recommendation?
Tobacco Control is recommending a responsible finding and a $1,000 fine, but due to a processing error in identifying the store incorrectly in the suspension letter, we're also recommending to forego the 3-day permit suspension.
Oh. Auto service. So you're recommending that the $1,000 fine be paid and
And 3-day.
and the 3-day suspension be waived?
Be waived, but in addition, a responsible finding, so that moving forward, if there is a sale to a minor, again, it would count as a second offense with full penalties invoked at that time.
I mean, in all fairness, there's only so much you can control. We know that, you know, people behind the counter that you, even though he's responsible for them, it really sounds to me like it was just basically a mistake. I mean, he's training his people to do the right thing, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And as tobacco control, you know, we have gone out and done outreach to the merchants as
Uh-huh.
well in the, you know, 45-plus communities that we service, because we do not want to see a store penalized. We don't want to see a clerk, a merchant sell to a youth. Ideally, we go out and there are no sales, period, and that's a win. for us. So believe me, this is not necessarily a win for us, but we do have to follow the penalties that the state has enacted across the board.
Is your recommendation, within your recommendation, a commitment by us to future action? Is that what I heard in what you said?
No commitment on the board's part, other than a responsible finding. And then what that does is that if there is a sale to a minor in the future, the penalty structure gets stepped up to the next tier, where it's a $2,000 fine and an automatic 7-day permit suspension. In this particular instance, where we did, there was a processing error in the letter, that we are owning, we are recommending for the merchant to pay the $1,000 fine. The board issues a responsible finding, but we forego that 3-day permit suspension in this particular.
No, I agree. I mean, selling to minors is bad. But is there like a window of time where like this first offense is no longer applicable?
36 months.
Correct.
looks like.
Yep.
36 months, so it's within 36 months?
Yep.
Okay. 3 years.
Ray, you comfortable with that, or how do you feel?
It's the result that, that I've suggested. I have no problem with the result. I mean, I've
Okay.
acknowledged that we did it, so a responsible finding, I think, is the only reasonable thing for you to do. I accept that. I accept the $1,000 fine. I'm confused why I'm not aware of these prior violations. They're not within the 3-year period, to be clear, right? I mean.
Correct, the last one that occurred was 2017.
And not to belabor it, but, I mean, I don't care that your letter said some other business name. I mean, it was an error, just like my clerk made an error.
Mhm.
And I understand that, it happens. But when I went on the state website and I look at this, there's no talk of a 3-day penalty on the first violation. And you keep saying that there is, and I just don't understand it. I mean, is this not the right document? This is the one that was referenced in your letter. So,
Is that a regulation? Is that what that is?
I mean, they said the
State
code
regulation.
section and everything, and it doesn't say.
And it states the $1,000 fine on
It states
that?
$1,000 fine, and it does, and it says second violation that there would be
Did the board
up
receive?
to 7 days,
Oh, this
not
information?
an automatic 7 days,
So,
up to 7
I
days.
do have a copy here for you, sir, and I'm not sure exactly what you are, this is the, and you can keep this.
This is the section that you guys referenced in your letter.
Okay,
I mean,
this is what we're going off of, so consistent.
but
this
that's
is-
your letter, but here's the state.
Well, this is Joan Hamlet's letter.
Despite the discrepancy at the state level on their website, I would say that.
In the case of a first violation, a fine of $1,000 shall be imposed.
I'd like to see them.
2, second violation.
So,
Yeah.
do we even need to?
Up, not an automatic 7 days like you said, up to 7 days.
When was this updated?
This is what's online right now under this section 2. I don't, if it's been updated, but this is the one that Google brought me to and that I provided to the town.
Okay.
So I
If
just,
the board is okay with it, and I am filling in for Joan Hamlet, who is kind of the tobacco guru, if we can kind of conference her in on speakerphone, and she can absolutely answer these questions.
it's almost, it's kind of moot, because I accept the fine and you're saying the fine only and I'm saying the fine
Yeah.
only and I'm accepting responsibility.
Mhm.
I just wanted to clarify, there's 2 things that you said I
Absolutely.
think are wrong. The 3-day violation on the first offense, and it's not automatic on the second offense. It's up to 7, it's not automatic 7 days on the second offense, it's up to 7 days.
Right, and again, if the board is okay with it, we can conference Joan in right now and get answers, clarification for you and the board to these questions.
Should there be any question about it? Because the documentation that he has doesn't seem to line with the same documentation you have.
Again, I am filling in for Joan Hamlet.
You're not sure why the website is not.
Why,
Assume you got that
if she's
online.
I got
referencing
it
Mass
online
General
on the
Law,
state.
105 CMR, why that does not comply with the violation structure, I can't answer that for you.
Well, I just looked it up.
No, Joan would, that's.
I just looked it up, and what he's saying is accurate. What's on
Okay.
the Mass website says only $1,000 fine for the first
Okay.
offense.
So that's
I
something-
don't see any reason why we have to go any further than that.
No, it says it online, and that's the public information, I would say that. It, like you said, it's a mute point anyways, because we're all in
Okay.
agreement that that's what's gonna happen anyways.
It could also be that the last time that particular code was updated is not as recent as the state adoption of the new fine structure. That's a possibility.
You know when
too.
that was?
I don't, she doesn't have.
I think it was 2020.
This is fairly recent. This is, yeah, right around COVID shutdown.
Are you sure that's not a penalty from your alliance and not the state? Because her letter says, in accordance with the alliance and the state, which implied two sets of.
Yeah, maybe the
But
state
those
didn't
two
adopt
things
that
are not
alliance
in the
regulation.
alliance.
Well, no, this is, if she's referencing 105 CMR, CMR 665 is typically mass general law.
Right,
So,
mass general law, yeah.
right.
All right, well, I guess that's some homework for you guys to figure out why the
Right.
website isn't correlating your information
Yep.
correctly.
I still have a concern with the phrase responsible finding, which he wants us to adopt, which appears to commit us to future action. I'm not very concerned with that.
Is the responsible finding on the business, on the individual who sold? What does that mean exactly?
It's on the business. Yeah. The individual clerks are not held responsible. The business owner is the one that is held responsible for the actions of their employees in this particular
And
instance.
I'm okay with that.
Mhm.
But it appears as though you were saying that there was a commitment to $2,000 fine and 7 days in your responsible finding comment.
Well, if the board, our recommendation is responsible finding, and what that does is that within that 36-month period moving forward, if there is another sale
Right.
to a youth, then the penalty is stepped up to that next tier of a $2,000 fine and an automatic 7-day permit suspension.
Automatic up to 7 days,
Correct.
Yeah.
up to,
Yeah.
not automatic 7 days.
The boards can waive that.
On this, it
Yes.
just says for 7 days. It
Yeah.
doesn't have the up to verbiage on this document that I'm reading, but, again,
Yeah,
we would
no,
go
I'm,
by the state's
right,
document.
the language states 7 consecutive days, but the boards can choose to lessen that if they so choose.
Yeah. So the state, we would go by the state regulations, not necessarily those printed on this piece of paper.
So what I would like to do is just waive the 3 days, which is what I think has been agreed to already, and not talk about the future action.
Well, according with what's posted on, we're not waiving anything. It's just $1,000 fine, according to what's on
So we're
here.
just acknowledging the first offense as $1,000 fine.
I think that's what we should do.
And I'm okay with that.
I would move forward that we acknowledge the first offense as $1,000 fine. And, yeah.
Yeah, because-
Fingers crossed.
Well, really, you have no documentation really supporting what you said about the 3-day suspension.
Except for that exchange, that's a strange sort of.
Where the disconnect is there between the 105 CMR 665 and what the gentleman had here, I don't have a copy of Mass General Law on me.
Well, I think that if we're all in favor of
Yeah.
a $1,000 fine, I think we should leave it at that.
Yeah, move forward with that. Again, it's not it's a mute point right now to argue, but I think, and
Right.
knock on wood, hopefully this conversation doesn't happen again.
Right.
There's another guy over there saying, yes, I hope that's the last time.
But if it does happen again, I think the verbiage needs to be more precise.
No, and I am absolutely going to follow up on that to clarify that moving forward.
So are we ready
All
to,
we can do is follow regulations.
you ready for a motion or something, or do we need a, even need a motion?
We don't, I don't think we really need a motion. I think that, I think if both parties agree, then we should be okay.
It's in the minutes.
So just to clarify, is there a responsible finding that the board is determining, or are you just moving forward with the $1,000 fine?
We're moving forward with the $1,000.
I think we're acknowledging the first offense as $1,000.
That's right.
Okay.
Because that's the documentation that you present us, so.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you for
All
coming.
right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, very good. Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you.
Best.
Talk to you for a minute.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
I'm
you're
sorry,
Oh, best of luck.
theatrics, but I'm,
No,
it's okay.
that verbiage is very important in regulations. That's what we have to go by. Thank you.
Okay, so we have
Best of luck.
23 Arnold Road, local upgrade. This is, I think, more or less familiar with.
How are you?
Hi, how are you?
How are you doing?
We're doing okay.
You dress like it's winter, Margaret.
It was. Yeah, a day ago.
Oh, is that,
So,
Yeah. Want me to go ahead?
go ahead.
Okay. For the record, Margaret Bacon, engineer with Civil Site Engineering. And I'm here requesting a variance for a septic repair at 23 Arnold Road. And the reason I'm requesting a variance is because,
Is it okay if I step up and see the map there?
Sure. Are you across the street?
Across the street, yeah,
Uh-oh.
28.
Okay, 28, I think now, I think your house, we did a septic right next to you about 2 years ago.
Right.
Correct? Okay, and here's this little house right here? Okay. You had a shared well,
Right.
correct. So that shared well is actually, is this well,
that-
100 foot?
that's 100 foot?
The 100-foot radius is right here.
Is this the property line here? So, actually,
Yeah.
the well is actually on the one you did a couple of years ago. It's on his side of the line.
Okay. Yeah,
Which would be, I mean, his property line seems to match this line, right?
so actually, yeah, actually, okay, so here, yeah, it's this one right here, okay?
This
Here, so
one.
here's the 100-foot well circumference, okay?
I gotta see this.
Right here.
So there's two well,
100-foot well?
Yeah,
yeah, there's two well radiuses that I'm within 100 feet of.
okay.
One is our own for 23 Arnold Road, and the other one is across the street. For what, it's, you're
mine is
28, so he'd be, what was he, 20, right next door to you is,
20?
I think it's 20, I'm 20, I think it's 24. But either way, so the reason I'm
Where's the
asking
shared
for
well?
a variance is because of the groundwater and because of the well. And if I'm asking for both waivers to wells and to groundwater, then it kicks it into a variance. And you know the situation up there on the terraces, you know, with everybody's houses
It's a
and
tough
wells.
situation, yeah.
You know, this is gonna be a mounded system as it is. It's gonna be, right now, about 3 feet above existing grade. And that just, if I try to maintain that 4 foot above groundwater, then it's an extra, it gets to be these massive mounds, you know? And so you try to avoid that, and so that's why I asked for the variance, at least at 3 feet to groundwater, you're still getting plenty of treatment. Because right now, and this is for all the systems up there in Wallem Lake Terrace that they built years ago, they're all in the groundwater. Whether they're cesspools or trenches, that they all are. And so at least these systems now, this new system is going to be 3 feet above the groundwater.
And what would they put like a wall along the edge of the street there, or?
Well, yeah, what I have here right now, that's right, to tie into the grades, I have like about a 2-foot wall, okay, so that the grading can tie into that. And then this orange line here is a membrane. And then here's Arnold Road right here, okay? And I know there's some type of drainage pipe underground in the front that we're trying to avoid, but yes, there would be a small wall, 2 to 3 feet wall, so I'm not grading out to the street.
This is the cross-section?
It is how the system next door, that we put it,
You put that one in the back.
that's correct, and we did the same thing there. We asked for that variance, 3 feet to groundwater, and look how high that system is. Imagine if it was another foot higher. You know, it's just, when they built all these houses, it wasn't meant for what we have up there today,
It was a summer
full-time.
house.
That's correct.
Mine is still a summer house, but it's probably one of the only ones there.
Yeah, but now they're all full-time
Yeah,
residents.
they were
and-
never meant for that.
So you try to try to design these things that fit with the neighborhood without, massive.
Well, this isn't the first time we've dealt with a situation like this up there, so.
Correct, correct,
This
We
is
know
all-
the situation,
correct.
it's not like we
And I
don't.
mean, we understand they're all upgrades on the current cesspool situations. I mean,
Yeah,
all those houses.
and not only
just-
upgrades, but difficult upgrades, compromises all
Right.
over the place.
Right, I mean, it's,
Right, so, I didn't have to ask for variance, but I just,
Certainly healthier.
right, it does make a difference aesthetically, instead of having a massive mound right in the front yard.
Well, our engineer feels comfortable with it, and,
Okay,
we've, like I say, we've dealt with these systems over and over again.
right, there's more coming. I got another one coming right down the road.
it's actually barely in that,
Yeah.
even
Yeah,
within that.
it's looks like it's like
I want to
bisected.
correct one thing you said, Margaret.
Well,
You talked about a 2 to 3 foot wall.
yeah,
Drawing calls for 2 foot, so it's not likely someone's gonna go to 3 foot.
oh, okay, well, I don't like to, okay, so a 2-foot wall, so that's the way he designed it, a 2-foot wall. Top of wall, yep, top of wall 104, bottom 102.
Now, what do they do? They leave the existing septic tank there and put a different leach field in, or how is that?
Well, what we're gonna have to do, because we have to put in pump chambers, because the system's now higher.
Okay,
So the old tank's gonna be removed, new tank put in, pump chamber put in, that'll pump up a couple of feet to the new leach field.
well, I got no objection to it, I just
Yeah.
want, just
Sure,
get an
sure.
idea.
Yeah, here's
What
the
they were gonna
cross-section
do.
of that, right? This is the cross-section of that whole system right there?
Correct, so
And
I,
this is the cross-section of the leach field.
correct. And I'm using the Presbys, and I'm using the advanced, which gives you a little extra water treatment.
Is this a dual pump system, or just?
Just one
just
pump.
Just one.
I only use dual pumps if
Steve
I'm,
has looked at this.
yes.
Yeah, he has.
I do dual pumps if I'm in a apartment complex or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but, okay.
Better than probably what's happening now.
No, it's almost like some of the times these things design themselves, because there's really nothing else you're gonna be able to do up there.
Right,
You know.
rather than cookie cutters, once you get going.
So you ready for a motion?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Corey, you wanna make the motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion, we accept the plans for 23 Arnold Road, Douglas, Mass.
Okay.
Dated January 10,
Thank you.
2023.
Thank you, yep.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion passes.
Thank you, George.
That'll be better. Next thing is everybody's water, they're gonna be amazed at how much better it is. Well, I did that backwards, but I tried hard.
Okay, next we have 94 Island Road, local upgrade.
Evening.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. You are, sir?
I'm Robert Duff, for the record, for Gary and One Engineering.
Okay, Robert.
Why we're in front of the board tonight is, we did a repair on 94 Island Road. The original design, it was, it's an existing house, it had a failed system. Means we did a design, the contractor went out. Unfortunately, last year, in the springtime, the particular Qualtech system we specified and had approved was, they couldn't get them. So the contractor with the help of Steve Donatelli, they used a different Qualtech unit. Unfortunately, it was a wider base, and it got bigger than it was originally to repair. So, because we encroached on the property line, instead of 10 feet, we're 8.3, and then we're also encroaching on the setback from the foundation. So, we are at this point, we've requested of the board the 2 local upgrades, so the system, the repair could be in compliance with the regulations, and then a certificate of compliance.
Okay. So the setback is about approximately 2 feet?
Well, the relief would be 2 feet for the property line. Instead of 10 feet, we're 8.3, and then the other one is instead of 20 feet, we're 14.3, so like 5 feet,
Okay.
too close to the building, foundation of the house itself.
And that would be the neighbors?
The setback to the property line, yes, would be the neighbor. We did notify them. I apologize, I was supposed to bring the green card. It was Aldridge trustee. We will get that over to the board in a day or two for record.
Okay.
You notified them and got a response?
Yes, I did have the green card, I forgot to bring it with me, so. It's kind of simple, it was only one, so.
Yeah, we can make a motion contingent on that.
Yeah.
Steve said, I think for this, we didn't even need the green card.
Oh,
Oh, okay, well, I did have it, I apologize.
But if you have it, we'll,
Yeah,
Now, Steve feels comfortable about this also.
Steve? Yeah, is it green card?
it's been involved all along,
Is that to the cellar wall, is that to the homeowner?
correct.
It's his own.
The abutter does not, the abutter has no,
It's Aldridge trustee is something we haven't heard of.
okay.
I mean, that's only a
Well, do we have a motion?
foot and 3/4 difference. No, it's Steve, yeah, I'll make a motion that we accept the
Cooperates and very good.
That'll be granted.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Could I add contingent on that green card?
Oh,
just in case?
absolutely, yeah.
I thought we were under that, a contingent.
Contingent on that green card.
It'll be tomorrow, the next day.
Okay, very good.
I apologize.
It's okay.
It was only one, too, you figured only one.
Yeah,
You got 30 of them. So, all right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, gentlemen and ladies. Have a great night.
Thank you.
You second that?
Yes.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Thank you, Bob.
Okay, next. We have transfer station, security cameras.
The reason I asked for some of these agenda items is I want to make sure they don't get lost in time. But the security cameras do not work at the transfer station, and last year we didn't spend the money because we didn't have it.
Right.
We're talking, what, $5,000 or so?
Is it that much to get security cameras?
Because you can't upgrade the current system, you gotta start over again.
So they're basically installing a whole new system.
They stopped selling, they stopped servicing the existing cameras.
Yeah. Everything's obsolete within 5 years now. It's crazy.
So the question is, do we want to go through this or not? Or we could put it
Well,
off
we
for
do-
another 6 months, which
Yeah.
is still this fiscal year.
Do we have
Do
a
we
budget
have-
for it?
I was gonna say, do we have prices on
5,000, right?
It was somewhere in that range.
around 5,000?
Let me just talk to Jim.
Yeah.
Seems hard to be able to do that after we just crank prices up on everybody in this place.
At the same time, I think we do need it, especially
I
with
think
all
we
the
do, yeah.
mattresses and
It really
things
should
that are-
be, we really should have some kind of a system up there, you know?
We can't have people starting to cut the wire again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do need it. I mean, of all the things to spend money on, I guess that's one
One of the things which may help us say no is that when the carriers exit the transfer station where they load, they are now locking the gate behind them instead of the bungee cords. And I've checked that several times, and in fact, the gates are locked. So, do we need a security system when we have locked gates?
I mean, are those record? Does the security system record?
Yes, they do. The one that is there now.
It's a loop?
At the time, recorded 24/7.
And what, was like a 5-day loop or something, or a 3-day loop, or
Big, mega, trillion,
long, it would go back?
huge storage capacity.
Yeah, I was gonna say, for a $5,000 system, I would hope it's gotta be like at least like 30 days or something.
Something
I
like
would think.
30 terabytes or something. It was some ungodly number.
I mean, I suppose.
Especially if there's some kind of accident, incident.
Yeah.
So, are you saying that you're asking whether or not we need a system? Is that what you're saying?
Well, that's up to
Or
us.
are you
to-
saying we need a system?
I think we need a system, but it's up to the group to decide that it does.
Right, okay,
And
yeah,
if the
but,
group decides it
but your
does,
recommendation is that we should install some sort of a system up there.
we need to go back and get a corrected quote,
Yeah,
or quotes.
okay.
Because if we have to throw away the whole system, we can now go out and get anybody to
Get
come in and
quotes,
do it.
yeah.
I suppose we should, because I think, you know, if we don't, and something happens, somebody goes up there, cuts the chain, goes and takes a bunch of metal, or dumps a bunch of crap, I mean, we gotta be able to hold.
It kind of sits up there by itself, and you never know, you know, like, it sits up there on its own, by itself.
It does, I mean, I would imagine the fire department's got some surveillance going on around their building, but probably
Their
nothing
building.
up the hill, right? So it's like,
Right,
And there are 3 days a week when it's unattended.
right.
that's true. I think myself, I feel that it'd probably be worthwhile to install a system up there, depending on the cost of the system too. Like you say, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 bids wouldn't hurt.
So, Christian, what do we have to do to formulate a request?
Well, she's gonna talk to Jean, so.
See how much money we have in there, I mean, I can't imagine we have very much after this past year.
Well, we have new stickers.
Right, right, but it's gonna take a while to save anything to, I mean, God, and those 2 compactors, that would've been, I'm still annoyed that we weren't, you know, that we had to scrap that idea.
Not necessarily. Hang on. So you're going after quotes or RFQs?
Yeah, I'll see what I need to do.
Okay.
Okay.
So that takes care of that
I would say
one.
the board's in favor.
Yeah, is that a vote or is it?
Sounds like the board's in favor of security cameras, so we'll
Yeah.
find some.
Yeah.
I'm in favor of getting quotes. I'm definitely in favor of getting
You
quotes.
wanna,
Well, that's a step forward,
Yeah,
but it's
right.
not committing.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Okay.
I don't really think we need to make a motion on
I
that.
think you're correct.
I don't think so.
We just give it to Kristen and walk away.
That's it. No, I mean, she's looking
Put it in my
into it.
pile.
She's looking into it, but,
Yeah, I mean, we certainly need working camera, I mean, I don't
Yeah.
think there's any way around it.
The reason for the next item, septic system, is that septic system's been in place for well over 30 years and has never been pumped.
it wouldn't hurt to pump it. Wouldn't hurt to pump it at all.
And we need to get quotes on that too,
Just to
right?
know what's going on down there. You know, no, really.
Yeah.
I don't know what size tank that is. Probably, is it
Can you
1,000
believe the
gallon?
drawing? It's 2,000 gallon,
That's ridiculous.
if you believe the drawing.
Yeah.
And I can already point out a number of
Could very well be.
instances.
I mean, that's a big tank.
A long time ago, though,
Yeah.
they probably didn't care, you know?
Well, you can
Probably.
ask for anything, what they install is a different thing. And there is no as-built drawing, it just doesn't exist.
Well, 30 years ago was different, so. I guess.
It wouldn't hurt, I mean.
So we need to go-
There again, we can get some prices. I mean, you don't have to go crazy. There are only a handful of people in and around town
That's right.
that do it, so. You get the best price, but they're all gonna be within $10 of each other,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
you know. It's
Right,
not gonna
and
They're
be.
pretty consistent
Yeah.
Pretty sure they're not really gonna know what they're getting into until,
until they get over there.
yeah, 30 years is a long time.
That's
I mean,
amazing.
It's a lot of shit.
that could be a pretty good sludge. That's gonna be
Have we
some-
tried Redex?
That's gonna be some pretty thick sludge.
All right,
Yeah.
what I want from the 2 compactors is I want this board to say, Dick, go out and see if you can find us financing within the town.
That's what you want?
That's what I want.
Well, I like the 2 compactor idea. I think that the way we currently do cardboard and plastic is crazy.
Yeah.
The
And
amount
if
of
we
trips
can
over the
recover
road.
in 2 years,
Yeah.
which our numbers from 2 different sources seem to say,
Yeah.
So what do you think that, how would you
not sure
present
where
that
they
to the
go.
town? How would you,
that's what I'm going to come back to this group and say, here's what I think we should do.
okay,
I don't think you can do anything with the town for the transfer station.
as far as,
It's an enterprise fund, so it has,
Let me go off. That's all I'm asking, let me go off. I will not stick this board in deep.
not more
voodoo.
bottles and cans.
All right. Dick, I'll set you loose, buddy.
Want a copy of this for the record?
So Dick, you're talking about compactors for the cardboard and the plastic?
Correct, that's all.
I think it makes a lot of
It
sense.
does, yeah.
A lot of sense.
And we were really close until we had to shell out all that money to even up.
Well, COVID sort of shut everything down too.
Yeah. But,
Well,
Okay.
let's get back into the spending business.
yes, yeah.
Well, but
I
this
mean,
one-
those
this one has-
upgrades are good.
This one has a return.
I know, and this was a great idea when we started working on it. I mean, it just made sense. It's all those trips over the road. It's better for environment. It's better for everything. And in 2 years, it pays itself up. I mean, that's crazy, but
Okay, so we have,
Tires is,
We have
tires is
tires.
next, not mine.
Yeah, tires, we already.
yeah,
I
they're
went over
gone,
that,
right? Yeah.
That's
Um,
done?
Yeah.
Waistband training,
We had a problem with that, and we haven't rescheduled. We told the state we would. So my position is.
I thought you were gonna present that.
I was, and was that when I had COVID?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was, yeah.
you did, yeah. What's your excuse?
I could have come, I would have been okay.
Yeah.
So can we ask Kristen to set that up?
We can ask Kristen.
we can ask her for a
She
lot.
may not, she may say no.
Put that on your file too.
So, yeah.
Give it to
Have
Judy.
you seen the
Say,
file?
Judy, you do.
So, do you wanna do it at a meeting again? That's what we had done originally?
We could.
Yeah, we can do it, I mean.
Decided before, I think we were gonna invite the
Oh, yeah.
Transfer
transfer
station.
station people,
Yes.
whatever day it's gonna be.
They need to be there so we all hear the same music.
What's the time frame of that? Like, how long does that training take?
45 minutes, an hour maybe.
45 minutes. So let's make it a low-key meeting day.
We will
Right.
condense it.
Right.
That sounds good.
So we
Okay.
can plan it for the next meeting that we schedule, and I'll see if everybody's available.
You decide.
Are we planning to do it, like, right before or right after, do you think? The next,
Yeah.
yeah.
In terms of getting the guys here, probably before.
Yeah. Probably cool.
Yeah. I mean, we'll probably be the meeting.
Okay, so let's take a
Maybe-
look at.
Maybe you want to make it on one of the days they would normally work, and we get half the crew. I
We
don't know.
can't, because Bob's got class.
Whatever you
Yeah,
decide.
yeah, class, yeah.
We can do it during the meeting day. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine with the Monday.
Yeah. Okay, so we have tonnage. Let's see what's going on with that.
Yeah. How they looking?
They're looking good. We have one kind of low baller.
Yeah, we do.
That 12-2. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, the 12/28 of 9/18, that's right around Christmas time.
Yeah, it is,
Yeah, those are hard.
And that's right before New Year's, so they probably got rid of it so they'd have room.
Right.
You're right, just in case. You never know.
Okay?
He's okay,
Okay.
Easy
You
at the
okay?
Pringles.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, a lot of double digits, so I think those look pretty good.
Yeah.
Dick and crew are doing a good job up there, huh?
Very good, yeah, very good. Okay, solid waste contract. What's that
It's
about?
that time of year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
you
really?
had mentioned,
So I had another person come in, I forget the name of it now, forget the name of the company. But he sounded.
Some like
he had a lot of good
innovation or
ideas.
something? Inno-
Waste Innovation.
waste innovation or something.
He lives in Douglas, so
So are you saying we need to go out and
we have
put an
till June
RFQ out there?
30th.
and-
We're gonna have to start getting ourselves
Quick.
together.
So he
Because-
said, like, as long as, like, he could come and replace the compactors quickly, because they have things that could just pop right in there, I guess.
Oh, okay.
He can go up, he's been up there, I guess, because he
So
lives in
he'd
town.
have to buy the current compactors.
We wouldn't buy them.
No, we wouldn't, he
Yeah,
would.
yeah, he
Yeah.
would, yeah, they have those, yeah.
We don't wanna buy them, that's for sure.
No,
But it is February.
so it is.
It's only 3 meetings away in June.
It comes fast. So, I would recommend that we have that person come in here and maybe present something. You know?
Meeting.
Do we want to, in parallel, request quotes?
Yeah, well,
Yes.
but we're gonna have to get some kind of a boilerplate
Quickly,
right up
Quickly,
on what
what we
they're
currently
bidding
using
on,
isn't bad.
so it's,
If that's the way we want to leave it. Like, do you want to add compactors and
Oh, you can't do that, not yet.
so as is.
I would do it as is.
As is, yeah.
It would have to be as is, yeah.
Why it has to be like regraded or something in the back for the,
You know, I mean, we reviewed this, what, 6 months, a year ago,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the wording,
yeah.
and we were all set.
I think the compactors will have to gradually come into the,
We gotta get money first.
That's
and then
it.
we can
No, that's
talk.
what I'm saying,
Until
yeah.
then, we can't even talk.
well, that's why I say, we're just, even
As is,
Steven
yeah.
right now.
right? But no, I'm asking, what is it that takes to get to, besides funding, what, is there something work that needs to be done to install the new compactors?
Electrical,
Big
Oh,
time,
yeah.
big time.
you have to probably tear up a little bit of that,
Oh, and run,
yeah,
We're
room
gonna run
around.
out to
whatever.
the current compact cardboard and current plastic,
yeah,
put the compactor on the back end so the truck can pull it out,
then repave it when they're done putting the conduit and all that.
and avoid
Side
hidden
location.
objects,
Yeah.
which you know are there, including a water line into a fire hydrant.
So how many,
They would hit the goal.
how many containers will we be getting rid of in doing this?
4, probably 2.
2?
I would think
Well-
we'd keep a second cardboard.
And this person mentioned it would be single stream too.
Ah,
That'd be very popular.
which means we aren't talking compactors anymore, right? Well, I mean, he would
You
come
would-
in and talk to us.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
What are you and Matt doing about townwide? You and Matt agreed to go off and do something on townwide collection instead of the transfer
Oh,
station.
because they needed that extra cord or something, or something.
Yeah.
I remember vaguely.
I don't remember what the number was, but.
I don't know if I like that.
Well, I think he just did,
It was-
think he thought that no matter what, we were still gonna be the best option, but we had to make something else available, or at least have a quote for something in case
Yeah, I don't remember what it was actually.
into something different, but I don't think we had to commit to anything different.
It was such a loosey-goosey.
Yeah, but you and I went, and met with Matt, and you came away, I thought, with action items to go off and
Yeah.
put
And I-
magic numbers together
It's in the
and,
file.
I did I did the magic numbers. I just don't remember off the top of my head what those magic numbers were.
just be careful how you do top of your head.
Yeah.
So, we're doing what with this action item? Solid waste
Just bring it to your
contract.
attention. So we are,
I suppose we need to have that guy come in and talk to us,
Yeah,
because I mean, it tends to be between
That's
two
why I
people,
say-
right? It's like,
right. And that's why I say,
Well, we
next
already-
meeting we
Well-
scheduled to get,
the other guy too was very interested.
Yeah, we had 2 already,
Waste
and this would be the 3rd one.
yeah,
Yeah.
but we keep throwing
other two we've
the
already
bait
t-
out there, but then there's no hook.
right, right.
Well, because he was saying it was too much. We weren't saying as is for waste management.
The guy
We
that came
were
in,
drilling him for like new compactors and,
yeah, yeah.
Oh.
He was designing a
Oh.
whole
yeah.
Yeah,
thing. Yeah. He
but
was,
still,
We
we
have
ought
to kind of
to,
keep it,
we need to publish an option to finance this thing, right, to do it. How much we're gonna pay him?
how much we gonna pay?
No. Well, we're already paying someone to haul stuff
Yeah,
off.
Right.
oh, yeah.
So that's what the contract is about.
right.
Yeah, right. How much is it gonna cost us,
Right.
in other
So
words?
can
yeah.
you and Bob review the current contract and then publish it without this guy coming in? And after it's published, he comes in?
I have to find out how that works.
Well, it would be nice to know up front what he has to offer. I mean, we could do that, we could write something up, but,
Because if he comes in with single stream, that may be different than what's in our current
It's not apples to
contract.
apples.
yeah, yeah.
We're running out of time.
Well, I think single stream, well, I don't know how much more it's gonna cost, but
Mm.
We're running out of time. We ran out of time in
Where's his
December.
operation? He lives in Douglas, but obviously he's not sure.
no, I don't.
If we bring him in the next meeting, we're into
Six
March, and if we send out requests at that time,
Right, we're already into April, we gotta make a decision by May.
Yeah, and they need 6 months to buy new equipment.
Oh, there's different ones, could be Lemon Star. It may have been Lemon Star.
Where's our current trash going?
They pick it up and they bring it to
Doesn't it go to
Hudson?
Hudson, yeah.
to their transfer
Currently.
station, and then it goes to
Probably
Wareham?
Northborough, Westboro.
Wareham.
Do they go there?
No,
They don't go there?
Hudson told me they shipped it off to New York.
no, it goes to West Wareham. It goes to Wareham.
Yeah. Oh.
Isn't Wheelabrator right down the street?
That's where I think this place. Was
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why that, I thought that was supposed to solve all the problems in the world.
The Wheelabrator?
Built that.
Right, just burn it, make electricity.
Yeah.
Is that what they do?
All right, I think we're out of time. I think we need to do something to accelerate this.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing? Come on.
Is that right? So I guess we,
Bring-
so we need
bring
to have
in
that
the new
guy
guy.
come
Yeah.
by and
Right?
talk to us.
Within 2 weeks, you bring him in.
And we gotta put it out to bid. Do we have to put it out to bid?
I believe we don't have to, but I believe Matt wants it to.
So we should put it out
Yeah.
to bid.
It really
this
should
month
be,
before
because
the
that's a
next
good
meeting.
sized contract. That's
Yeah.
not,
All right, so for next meeting, we
Something
should
that-
probably have it out to bid already, and
I
we
don't-
should have this guy coming for next meeting, because we're gonna run out of time.
I don't think that's soon enough.
well, that's as soon as we can do it.
Yeah, we can't.
Why?
Unless you want to have another meeting this
Special
month, we
meeting.
could do that.
We have another meeting this month specifically for this guy to come
Yeah,
in.
specifically
And
for
that's all.
that. That's it.
And then we look at what he's proposing versus what our current contract says,
Mhm.
tweak it, send it out.
Yeah.
And then maybe by the next regular scheduled meeting,
Yeah, we
we
can-
have bids coming back or something.
Right.
if we
Yes.
need-
Right.
Okay.
That's,
I'm
that's,
open
that's
with-
good, yeah, that's
I'm open
good.
with that.
That would be more comfortable. Yeah, it'd be,
Okay.
yeah, it would be just like you say, just this person for that meeting.
You're out in
Just
space, are
something.
you okay?
What are you thinking? Go ahead.
Well, I don't know what it's gonna cost for single stream. I think we've looked into this before, but it was a lot of money. So I'm just saying,
Yeah.
until we know what it's gonna cost, you don't really wanna put a
Yeah.
like a,
That's right. So
Yeah,
we're gonna,
proposal out there.
we're gonna bring the guy in, based on what he says, we're gonna review our current contract and see whether it fits or not. If it doesn't, and we decide to go that route, we tweak it.
But I think our current bid, or our current, like, whatever ad for the bid, whatever that is, our current contract would maintain
as is.
as is, yeah. And this is the only guy proposing a single stream to us, like, talking to us about that and seeing
Well,
what the cost.
Police management did too,
They did, I mean, they were saying like we needed
but it was gonna be a lot more money, I think.
stairway, an elevated place for them to dump
But then you
things
came
and-
back and he said, I don't know what.
I remember,
what
because
he
we were
was
like
doing.
thinking like elderly people walking up the stairs. And
I know, yeah,
Yeah,
because that was
yeah, yeah.
originally years ago, yeah.
Covered thing
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything,
yeah.
like, okay, this is,
No.
just stay what
Yeah.
we're doing.
Well, see, this is why I don't want to get away from where we are either, because the flow of traffic is important.
Right, now
There are
if
a
you
lot
could
of
walk
other
up.
things that are very important there, and it does work,
Yes.
but it's not probably the most economical way, but it does work.
Right, you can't change too much. I mean,
No.
the fact that they go up, back up to
Yeah.
those 40 yarders and pull down the hill, that needs to be maintained. You can't really change that flow.
Can't-
And I
can't
think
do it.
single stream, someone's gonna have to, we sort it now, but now you're gonna pay for someone to sort it? I don't know.
Well,
How much more
the way he
would be?
described it, it automatically sorts, it
Sorted.
goes in and sorts itself
Yeah.
as it goes
Yeah,
through.
yeah.
So can you get us the guy in within 2 weeks?
Sure.
Okay.
So I'd like to
Sure, we
hear,
can do anything.
Sure, you just tell me what you want.
I think we're behind the 8 ball in
Yeah.
time.
Do our-
That's
We
what I
need to
know.
do
You gotta
something.
move, you gotta move.
Because we keep running out of time.
Yes, we
right,
do.
and then we just
Yeah.
keep doing like a 1 year thing. Like,
Yeah.
all right, let's just do that.
Yeah, and then we go, and forget about it.
Right. Then all of a sudden.
It's
good.
just so easy to forget because there's so many things that are going on.
And then
Yeah.
in February next year, we bring it back again.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
look.
no, we've gotta do.
All right,
this
so we're
is
not
it.
gonna put it out to bid until we talk to this guy either? Or
That
are
would
we
be
gonna
my
put?
proposal.
Okay.
Wait and hear what he has to say. If he's double the cost, then life is easy.
Right, and then we just go with the current and put that out there.
Well, we could give the other person an opportunity to present too, you know, I mean,
Right,
if we
right.
have somebody else.
Right. Let's hear this guy though, let's get that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, totally, we gotta get that ball rolling, so we don't
Yeah.
want. He's talking good.
Okay. We gotta get this ball rolling. Okay, we all set, Dick?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome, thank you. This is public health preparedness response.
I saw that
It's you,
email.
right? Dave?
Yeah. Yeah, so I've been pretty busy the last couple of months on a number of different fronts. So front number one is getting us up to speed with the equipment that we need to conduct mass dispensing or mass vaccination operation in Douglas if we needed to. So we've put in requests through the Region 2. Part of it is for supplies, part of it is for a trailer. We're going to get one given to us by Westboro.
Westboro, yeah.
What was it?
Northborough.
Northborough. We just need approval for the town administrator or his designee to sign off that we will accept the trailer, so we need to do that. That person needs to sign the title
Have you
for
looked
it.
at it?
No, we're gonna
No,
actually
we
take a
got-
field trip to go look at it.
Yes.
My understanding is it's well-maintained.
Okay.
That's my
That would be
understanding.
perfect.
Yeah, and that it comes with a lot of equipment already in there.
Does it have any aqueous solutions inside that would freeze in
No, I
winter?
don't believe so. I mean, unless it's saline in the
No.
first aid kit, but
Okay.
that's about it. Maybe the saline.
How tight is it?
I don't know, I haven't actually seen the trailer yet, but the trailer would be useful for a number of purposes, one of which is, the storage for the equipment we do have is here at Town Hall, and unless we're doing a small EDS operation here, we're gonna be at the high school, and we need to be able to move stuff over there. And this would be a good way to do it.
Where would you put this trailer?
So current proposal is behind the Town Hall, in the lot.
Where the police park?
Yeah, but not right in there. Not in that section. I think it's over to a little bit more to the left.
Just like
Yeah.
on the back, safe place.
Okay.
They will
We
be
can
watching.
we can work on that because we had discussed
Yes.
about
We're not gonna look tonight, right?
we're not looking tonight. I can't remember.
It's not a huge tree.
It's not a major one. It's probably about the same size as the ones over at the fire department, I believe.
So just a proposal?
Yeah, there's not a lot of stuff in there. I mean, the list of supplies is pretty minimal, so it's not a lot of huge
Seems like
stuff.
something in house.
Yeah. So I mean, we could always come back and
Yep.
we're gonna do a little tour over there and.
Yes. And you know,
go
it's,
through it.
it's free, like we don't have to pay, they also pay for conservation and any repairs.
Yep.
We can get the money for it, it doesn't come from us.
Free is good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Have to register.
Yes.
If it
The
doesn't,
only-
if it doesn't cost you money.
Yeah, the only cost is registration.
And
Registration fee.
insurance, do we have to?
We don't have to do insurance, that doesn't, Mass doesn't require insurance
Okay.
on a trailer for,
And the registration is only to get it here from Westboro or Northboro?
No, you have to keep it registered.
well, you have to keep it registered.
It's like $60.
It's
is
$60.
that a
We're gonna
year?
be moving it if we
Oh.
need it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll stay here, but if we have something going at high school, instead of us loading cars with everything,
okay.
everything will be together.
Just
Okay.
move it, yeah, that's good.
Hook it onto
And
my
it-
truck and away we go.
It's still maintained as a regional asset, so in theory, they could ask, to use it, and get it themselves, but I doubt that that's
but
a,
there's
that's a
a
low
big
probability
Yeah.
case. So that's the trailer. We desperately need to do an EDS plan, emergency dispensing site plan updates. So I received the newest template from Sarah, and I'm gonna be working on some of the essential elements that we need to have in that plan. But what we'd like to do is, sooner rather than later, be able to present the board with the current state of the plan, and also I would provide a much like Dick is looking for a training for that, I'm looking for a training on all the board members on EDS planning, on the guidance for that, and what we're getting into on that.
Okay.
You notice this?
Don't worry, I've got a lot of this in here. I have a PowerPoint presentation. It'll be-
You're gonna dump that in here?
I'm gonna try. So we don't need to, obviously, we have your training that we need to do first, and I've got some work to do on the plan itself, but I'd like to just put that out on the radar. Eventually, we're gonna need to expand beyond, obviously, the Board of Health. We're gonna need to, I've already been in contact with the fire department, in touch with the DPW. We need other people in Town Hall to be
Police.
aware. Yeah, police need to be aware of there's a lot of pieces to the puzzle that we need to.
How about the
put together.
schools?
What's that? Schools, you have
Yes.
superintendent.
So we have to have a drill, like EDS drill,
Mhm.
by the March 15th or 5th. So Jamie contacted us and she said the 28th of February, which is Friday. I'm sorry, Tuesday. Tuesday we could do after school, like at 4 o'clock at high school.
Yeah.
So, like just, it's, you know, we've been to the drill like that in Uxbridge High School before COVID. And, you know, that would make so much sense because when we were doing like clinics later, like you know how to set up, like how the
Right,
flow
right.
should go, where to put stuff, how it should be set up. So this is, like, we don't have to bring much stuff from us, maybe signage, and
Yep.
they have tables. So they just want to know, like, we know what we are doing and we know how it should look.
I'm gonna be using that data to firm up our floor plan,
Yes.
and then
Mhm.
that's what's gonna be put into our plan. We should bring the
Mhm.
signs at least.
Yes, the
We don't have to
signs
bring
will-
all the stuff, but.
No, the
um,
signs we will.
yeah.
We have it like in the back. And tomorrow also is the communication
Yes.
drill. And there is a, so, you have received the email.
Yes, I am.
Yes, so tomorrow we have to just, there is a, like a link and we have to log in and answer a couple questions.
Computer.
So we're gonna resend that email tomorrow.
That's tomorrow?
Yes.
Is this
resend it.
text or computer?
No, it's through the
Computer.
computer. To the
Google- it's
computer.
Google Forms.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So tomorrow we're gonna, in the morning, we'll resend the email to you, so like, just in case, just a couple questions. They just want us to, wanna make sure we log in, you know, we react to it, we do what we should do.
Yeah. Is that the thing where you gotta do that time and the website that you have to get into?
No, this is not.
It's just, it's a form.
This is just
What
a
are you
Google
talking
form.
about?
Or is
Yes.
that what we had, everybody had to do it, there was a whole
Oh, that-
checklist
Yes,
thing you
yeah,
had to
the
do?
Hannah.
Oh, yeah, no, it's
No,
not that.
this is different.
That was,
Okay.
you know,
Oh, that was a vague memory.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm hoping that in the coming year, after we have a much better handle on where we are with the plan and everybody's trained up a little bit more, I think we're gonna be in a better position to run our own drills and be able to choose our own dates and be able to do what we wanna do. We're still kind of following the lead of the region of the state, and we still have to do that, but I think we'll be in a better position to coordinate and run it ourselves.
Oh, right,
That's what I'm
right.
hoping.
I have a question about participants. The participants in this, are you looking for decision makers or are you looking for the people who do the work?
Well, my answer would be I actually want decision makers at this one because I would like everybody to commit to this is what the flow is going to look like. Here are the rooms that we're going to use for these purposes. I'm less concerned about moving things around and more concerned about getting decisions and deciding on this is what we're going to do and this is how we're going to do it, not necessarily doing it for this time around. And I'm happy to have that conversation with Jamie if we need to have that conversation with her. But really, I think this is the impetus for totally revamping our plan, getting it up to
Okay.
2022.
Yeah, and it would be nice to have,
2023.
like, I know Bob is working on Tuesday, so won't be able to be part of it, but who can come, would be nice to have an idea, you know?
Yeah. So this thing tomorrow, is that, I can do that anytime?
Yes,
So-
you know, until 5 PM, I think,
Yeah.
we have a time.
Well,
So we'll send the email tomorrow again, so
Yeah.
to remind everyone.
What, there'll be a link in the email and just
Yes,
follow
there
it?
is a link, you have to click on
It's
it. and
four
there is-
questions.
Yes,
It's
and take
easy.
to the,
Okay.
yeah. This really just, you know, they're looking for participation more than anything.
I was thinking it was that way, we had
No,
to sign in,
no.
say your.
No, not this one,
town
not this
and
one.
Who you are, where you
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
Okay, are we ready to move ahead? We have bills and warrants.
How about the training?
Oh, training, yeah.
Yes, training.
Oh, yeah, so I'd like to,
Sorry.
not next month, but at a future meeting, I'd like to be able to dedicate some time for EDS training. I will be doing it.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
And I think pretty much same 30 minutes, 45 minutes max.
Fine.
I can buzz through the PowerPoint pretty quick.
Okay. That sounds great.
You going to give us a course in speed reading too?
Nope, nope. I'm not an auctioneer.
Okay, are we ready to move forward?
I think so.
We have bills and warrants. Review. Everybody okay with that? I signed them off, so they...
You're already paid.
Did you?
Not getting that money back.
No, I disagree with half of
We
these.
got approved for the plans for the phone, so there is, like, we pay $43 each month.
Yeah, that BP,
83, right?
19,000.
Each month for the phone.
Yeah.
That's a
That's a tough one to swallow.
tough track to sign.
You're not kidding.
That one makes a dent in the budget.
So this bill will
So
disappear.
we all set on that?
Of course, you can look at the
I don't think he
BP
caught it.
trucking.
So,
No, we don't.
so-
Yeah.
Oh, you told him? Oh.
Yeah, just, you can, but he was busy with
Whoa, hey,
all
you
that.
started, look at that,
Bob, so
double-sided.
for one more thing, so on the Verizon bills for the two phones for
Yeah.
Board of Health for emergency preparedness purposes, so those are gonna be covered starting in, I wanna say June, by the Region 2, because they're for a public health
$82.
emergency response
Hey,
purpose.
that's good.
Another phone for you to answer.
And will they
Maybe
send us
they'll
like a, how they gonna pay for that?
That I'm not sure, we'll find
Yeah,
that
I wonder,
out,
like,
but,
because it's, you know,
but it was
like-
approved in their budget, so.
We'll take it, we'll take it.
Every little bit counts.
Yes, and we were approved for more stuff. They
But you
had a
two
great
seem to be
ideas.
working very well together.
Oh, yes, you know,
That's
we will
positive.
be like, yeah, I know, we are good asking for stuff in the state. Like, we are good trio.
That is good, yes.
Just don't ask for
Like even
BP trucking
today,
numbers.
we got a brand new wheelchair for, you know, from the state. And we got a brand new printer, fax, and
Copier.
copier from the state free.
That was from the last
Gee.
request,
Yes.
yeah.
Scanners.
Oh, is that why these are
And
double-sided?
it was, paper shredder,
Nice.
Oh,
Yes.
paper shredder.
new paper
That's good, I can
shredder.
get rid of all those
Yes.
We should
secrets.
tell them about all the COVID tests and PPE that we
Oh, and
received as well.
And we received, earlier, we requested masks and gloves, and because we had
Wow.
like still from H1N1
Yeah,
era.
brings up a
So we
question.
got rid of them during the COVID, because no one had anything, so we were using whatever we could.
Sure.
we
Right,
found.
right.
But now we got like new tests, which are
Okay.
good till August.
Mm.
We didn't ask like, you know, for tons of them, but you know, like a nice
Mm-hmm.
amount. I did share some with the schools, because they didn't have it.
Yep.
Good.
So, and I said like, this is the time to use those
Yes,
tests.
absolutely, now is the time.
Summertime, people don't think about
Mm.
Now is the time to use them,
testing. This
right
is the
now.
time.
So here's a question for you. COVID test. Is there a time limitation on a COVID test? And if so, where is it so stamped on the box?
Oh, they're all different.
You know what? Yes, and some of them like there's those orange ones, the one we have here.
Yes.
There is a, you have to go on the website and enter the, you know, because
No,
many
it
of
has a
them had
date.
a.
They have a date.
Yeah, but they have a
But-
date, but you gotta go on the website to
No,
find it?
no.
You know what? Let me just show you how.
I looked on it, I
It has
didn't
a
see
date.
anything that was a reasonable date.
Well, if it's
Yes.
expired, they've
You can
extended
check
it.
if it's still good.
Then you can go on the website if you want.
Okay.
We've been putting stickers on, we've been putting stickers on.
I would just use it if you're worried, and then if it tells you you're negative, then you're good to go.
You know, these are good and, like you can see, these expired, but we put the labels and we put the labels over
Oh,
the.
you put the
expired,
label on?
yes.
But remember, that's where the
Okay.
expiration date is though, on
Yeah.
those.
Yes, so
Okay.
this is what we did,
Yeah.
Kristen
Right, those are
and
the ones that
Yeah.
I have to.
I, and Julie and I. Like we have
So
a-
they extended them a couple of times.
Thank
And
you.
you know, and
Yeah.
if you don't believe us, you can go for yourself on the website and enter the lot number and we'll tell you.
I think
Yeah.
these could work.
It's especially easier when it's not something you're ingesting, when it's something, it's like a diagnostic tool, it's, FDA can usually extend it a lot
Yeah.
easier when it's,
Right,
You know,
right.
they check them, if they work still good,
Yeah.
they get the
Just don't
results.
need it.
yeah,
So
just
these
don't
are,
eat it.
yeah, these
Don't
advanced
drink the
expired-
reagents, not
yeah,
good for you.
Yeah, so there's expiration date, but yeah, good. Still good.
Okay, are we good?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. Okay, this is Health Agent, you're looking at him.
What's up, Bob?
Oh, really?
We have
What am I looking at?
Walnut Street has been evacuated, right?
Chestnut.
I mean Chestnut, I keep.
Really?
The whole
Yeah,
street.
Really?
the tenant, yeah.
They're out, so we're gonna bomb the place.
Yeah, it's
That's
gonna
what we're
get,
gonna do.
gonna get,
It's gonna be gutted, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
And now it's the building department.
and the
Really?
building department will inspect and make sure all
It's-
those things were removed.
It's a big
Yep.
white balloon right now. We're gonna take it down.
Oh, it's got stinger
Okay.
missiles.
Is there anything else on that?
Not on that, no.
No. Okay. And that's it. That's my report.
Thank you.
Agnieszka, would you like to add anything to anything?
So it's been pretty low key, huh? for this-
Yeah, really. yeah. Well, actually, you know,
No.
we have those two from the state that are helping out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're great, you know, especially.
Oh, yes, I'm
making it a lot easier.
Oh, yeah.
So I did go with Danielle, the inspector.
Yes.
to
Oh, yeah,
cover-
that's
I'm
good.
training to become a health inspector,
You are?
food inspector,
Ooh, all right.
just food.
Yeah, yeah.
Right now, that just food. And so I just shadowed Danielle, and I went to a couple places in Douglas. And it was really like interesting. And
All the stuff you gotta
was.
look at and check for.
yes, but you know what? You can learn so much. Like I'm reading, and it's like okay, you know, it's interesting, but to see it, you really know what you are looking for. So, and she's really good. Like she's really good, and
Yeah.
she taught me so much. So I'm enjoying that. And after COVID, my life became so boring.
Did you
And I don't know what to do with myself.
Did your pen, did
All
your
this
pen
free
run out of
time.
ink?
We can keep you busy.
With it, no, they're using tablets now, right?
Yes, the tablets, yeah.
Yeah,
You
they
have
don't
a
use,
tablet,
they don't
it's-
use ink, they're red ink
No,
anymore.
How many
we have
tablets
a
have been
special
broken?
program.
Punching in all the errors, all
No,
the
you know what?
mistakes.
She was like laughing at me because she has like she's very professional, poker face,
Yeah,
one
she
tone of
is.
voice, and he was like,
Yeah,
you know, mother nursing me. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, did you see that?
I ate her last week.
So she
There's
was
nothing
laughing at
wrong
me.
with
Like, yeah, she said like, I wish I took some pictures of you or your faces.
I saw a man coming out.
You know, that, was it last year or something? One of the places that wasn't great. I was like, man, we've been eating there like every week for like a month now.
Yeah,
I'm like, well, now's the time to start because now they.
yeah.
Stuck on
One
it.
never knows. It's like,
never
what's
know.
behind the curtain?
Never know.
Okay.
No, but she's really good. Like,
So
I
do we-
enjoyed it.
Do we have any old business or new business?
We need to
Minutes.
approve the minutes of the meeting,
Oh, yes, okay.
10:24.
Yes.
Wow, that was
They
the
are very
day I went
detailed
down.
minutes.
I move we accept the minutes of October 24th, 2022 as distributed.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, minutes are accepted. Then we have old business, new business. I think we covered pretty much all the business, right?
Yeah, a lot of business.
I think we had a very productive meeting tonight.
Yes.
Okay, so we need a new date. I mean,
Yeah,
another
we
one.
need a
Next
date.
meetings.
We needed 2 dates, please. One for the presentation by the potential,
Actually, that's gonna hinge on
His
whether you can
availability.
line them
Right.
up.
yeah,
When are you thinking? And then I'll,
I'm thinking 2 weeks, within 2 weeks,
2 weeks is a President Day, so are we close on President Day?
but not Super Bowl Sunday.
unless you could do, can you do a different day or you can't do any other days, right?
I can do,
When?
I can only do Friday, but Monday is the only day that I can do it. You can go ahead and have a meeting. Corey could chair
Yeah,
the
we
meeting.
could try for next Monday. Maybe he's available next Monday. We could
13th.
run down here quick.
Yeah, next Monday would be all
I mean,
right.
if he's not available, he's not available.
That would be, what, the 13th?
Maybe.
And a regular monthly meeting would be,
The 6th?
We used to do the last Monday of the month, but probably shouldn't do that.
the next regular meeting would
Unless
be
we did the
March
27th.
6th.
Not until we have the bidding figured out. Not until we have this contract figured out. I don't think we should push it. I mean, I love pushing meetings out, don't get me wrong. But I don't think we should push it out
Yeah.
until we have a contract.
Yeah, yeah.
It makes me nervous. I don't wanna run out of time.
So what are you saying?
Want to do
I
February
feel like we always
27th?
run out of time.
Well, we're gonna have the drill the next day.
Yeah.
Yes, the next day, so. For the 6th?
Sounds like March 6th.
I don't know if I'll do March 6th.
That's
Corey, Dave?
on Sunday, fun,
I mean, I'm okay with the 27, doing 2 days in a
Oh, it's
row.
been
I
great.
mean,
Oh, yeah.
I'm okay with that. I'm fine with doing 2 days. if we-
27th? It's like,
Yeah, it might be good though. That
Okay,
way we can
6th
just talk
of March?
before we go
Yep.
over there for
Yes,
the,
that would
for the
be-
drill the next day, so
Yes.
maybe we should do it.
prepare what we take and.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be a good
27.
idea, so we're not blindsided.
Yeah.
I don't mind the 27th idea. Then the 28th, we'll go do the drill, and we'll be ready for it. you
And
know.
we'll prepare ourselves and
Yep.
we all surprise
So what day did we pick?
27th
27th.
of February.
February, the 27th.
Okay.
And then I'll see if he's available.
It's gonna be a busy Board of Health month.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to take March off.
And hopefully Mary Ellen will be here next week so we can talk.
Mm.
I think we're agreed that this contract for the hauler is kind of important.
Yeah, this needs to be,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, so can we have a motion to adjourn?
Move we adjourn.
I will make a motion.
All in
So
favor?
moved. Aye.
Second? Okay, aye.
Aye.
Okay, meeting's adjourned. What can I say?